All right, today's activity is to do a worksheet called Damon Goes to the Hospital. There are, in fact, two attachments on this one. One of them is the story, and one of them is the worksheet that you'll complete using DocHub. So I am going to, in this video, read the story to you in case you do not want to read it yourself. And then I'm going to go over some tips on answering 3 of the 7 questions that are listed on your worksheet. So skip forward if you do not want to hear me read this whole story. All right. One morning, Damon woke up with a very upset stomach. He complained to his mom that he didn't feel very well, and they both decided that Damon should stay home from school. His parents left him home with some soup to heat up and a variety of juices to choose from when he was thirsty. His mom knew that he was sick, but she thought he was not too sick to stay home alone. After all, Damon was 16 and well able to take care of himself during the day. Damon went back to bed and tried to go back to sleep. He did so for about 2 hours and then he woke up with a start. He felt really awful. His stomach was really causing him trouble, but he decided to tough it out until his parents came home. Finally, around 3 in the afternoon, he decided he was more than just a little sick. He called his mom at work. Mom, I am really sick. I can't keep any food down, and my side by my hip bone is very tender. Do you think I might be having an appendix attack? His mom was immediately concerned. Hang on, Damon. I will finish up here quickly and be home. Call your dad and tell him we need to get you to the emergency room. Damon called his dad, who immediately came home. By the time Damon and his parents reached the emergency room, Damon was one sick teenager. The emergency room doctor examined him carefully and announced that she was quite sure that Damon was suffering from appendicitis. The doctor immediately called a team of medical specialists, and within 30 minutes, Damon was in surgery. Damon woke up in a hospital bed. His parents and his little sister Emma were sitting quietly in the room, waiting for his first words. Damon said, I'm thirsty and hungry, but his mom said he couldn't have any food yet. His mom told him that his appendix had been very close to bursting and that his case was more serious than most cases. He would have to stay in the hospital for at least 3 days so the doctors could be sure he wasn't developing infections or other complications. Unfortunately, within the first 2 days, Damon developed an infection. Thanks to medication and special care from his doctors, Damon did recover, but the hospital stay stretched into 8 days. Damon did recover, but his hospital stay cost over $55,543 due to the surgery and the treatments he received. Fortunately, Damon's family had health insurance through his mother's job. Monthly, Damon's mother has $300 deducted from her paycheck, and her employer pays the remaining $700 in premiums to provide health insurance coverage for the entire family. The insurance paid $50,000 of the bill for Damon's hospital stay, an amount that was more than his mother's pay in a year. Damon's family was still responsible for the other $5,543 because of deductibles and coinsurance specified in the health insurance policy. The hospital agreed to let the family take a year to pay the bill in payments over the 12 months. Without the insurance, the family would have had to work with the hospital to begin to pay off the debt over a very long period of time, or the family might have had to declare bankruptcy to help pay off the large amount debt, which would cost even more money and cause long term financial damage and stress. Damon saw his appendicitis attack as an illness that cost about as much as a college education at the local community college. He was very glad to have the medical care, but now realizes that he needs to think about health insurance as an important part of adult living. Damon saw all the bills from the doctors, hospital, and pharmacy. The real cost of it all is something he won't forget. All right, so looking at the questions over here, on number one, it asks how much in monthly premiums does Damon's mother pay per year for their family's health insurance? So, one thing I want to note on that question is that it's not asking how much she pays per month, but it's asking how much she pays per year. So, you take the monthly premiums that's listed in the story and multiply it by 12 to get that amount. And the second part of the question, how much does her employer pay per year in premiums? So again, we're not asking the monthly amount, we're asking the yearly amount. So times 12. And then moving down to number 3, by the way, number 2, it mentions in kind income. That is in the notes. If you have not done the notes already, that's in the notes. Number 3, in the case of Damon's illness, did the payment received from the insurance company far exceed the premium Damon's family paid to the insurance company? So, what we're asking is the amount that the insurance company paid in the end, is that more than what Damon's family had to pay for the year's worth of premiums? And remember that a premium is that monthly amount that you're paying just to have the insurance. Um, yeah, premiums. That's the only thing it's asking for. And then number 4, without paying interest for a late bill, if the 5,543 has to be paid in 12 payments over the next year, how much will they need to pay in each payment? So you're just doing a simple math equation here to find out how much, or well, it tells you $5,543 divided by 12 to see how much per month they would be responsible for. And make sure that you round that to 2 decimal places because we're talking about money. Let me see if there's anything else. Damon's family health insurance, the appendicitis. If there's anything that you don't understand on this one, it might be helpful to do the notes first. So if you were not lucky enough to get those in class with us, you might flip through the slides or do the notes before you do this worksheet. That's all.